Yeah, The Man from Ironbark by AB Patterson, 100 years ago, good old bloke. It was the man from Ironbark who struck the Sydney town. He wandered over street and park, he wandered up and down. He loitered here, he loitered there, until he would have liked to drop. Until at last, in sheer despair, he sought a barber's shop. Here, shave me beard and whiskers off, I'll be a man of mark. I'll go and do the Sydney toff up home in Ironbark. The barber man was small and flash, as barbers mostly are. He wore a strike your fancy sash, he smoked a huge cigar. He was a humorist of note and keen on repartee. He laid the odds and kept a tote, whatever that may be. And when he saw our friend arrived, he whispered, "Here's a lark. Just watch me catch him all alive, this man from Ironbark." The barber, There were some gilded youths that sat upon the barber's wall. Their eyes were dull, their heads were flat, they had no brains at all. Typical, eh? To them the barber passed a wink, his dexter eyelid shut. "I'll make this bloomin' yokel think his bloomin' throat is cut." And as he soaped and rubbed it in, he made a rude remark. "I suppose the flats are pretty green up there in Ironbark." A grunt was all reply he got. He shaved the bushman's chin and made the water boiling hot and dipped the razor in. He raised his hand, his brow grew black. He paused a while to gloat and then slashed the red-hot razor back across his victim's throat. Upon the newly shaven skin it made a livid mark. No doubt it fairly took him in, the man from Ironbark. He fetched a wild up-country yell, might wake the dead to hear, and though his throat he knew full well was cut from ear to ear, he struggled gamely to his feet and faced the murderous foe. "You're done for me, you dog, I'm beat, one hit before I go. I only wish I had a knife, you blessed murdering shark, but you'll remember all your life, the man from Ironbark." He lifted up his hairy paw with one tremendous clout. He landed on the barber's jaw and knocked the bastard out. He set to work with tooth and nail. He made the place a wreck. He grabbed the nearest gilded youth and tried to break his neck. And all the while his throat he held to save his vital spark. "And murder, bloody murder," yelled the man from Ironbark. A peeler copper man who heard the din came in to see the show. He tried to run the bushman in, but he refused to go. And when at last the barber spoke, he said 'twas all in fun. It was just a little harmless joke, a trifle overdone. "A joke," he cried, by George, that's fine, a lively sort of lark. I'd like to catch the murdering swine some night in Ironbark." And now, while round the shearing floor the listening shearers gape, he tells his story o'er and o'er, and brags of his escape. "These barber chaps that keeps a tote, by George I've had enough. One tried to clip me bloomin' throat, but thank the Lord it's tough. And whether he's believed or no, there's one thing to remark, that flowing beards are all the go back there at Ironbark." Thank you, by Don Johnson.